Here in order to take care of the rest of it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back after a long time. I'm Anderson Haran, and we have started a new batch on ICP Communicator, and you can see some amazing faces today. Can all of you smile? Give a smile. Yeah, Diksha is not smiling. Diksha, smile. We are all waiting for your smile. Oh, by the way, so Diksha is celebrating her birthday today, and I'm also celebrating my birthday today. So we got two birthdays. Oh, happy birthday to ourselves. Interesting. All right. So today we are going to discuss something extremely interesting and important. This this came up in 2022. It was last year, and I'm pretty sure we have been through a lot of ups and downs, goods and bads, and it's always great for us to discuss about all the things that we went through. It's more like a reflection. So I'm really excited about this topic. Let's discuss about this one. Lessons I learned in 2022. I have learned like a million different things, but we are only going to talk about a few things. And let's go for it. First of all, let's listen to Femida. Femida, over to you. Share with us what the lessons you have learned.
Hello.
Yes, we can
Hello,
hear
I'm
you.
Femida. I learned a lot of things in 2022. I learned a lot of sports. I learned cooking. I learned that people about people. I learned a lot about people. I learned that people can change easily. I am a guide. So as a guide, we have to learn two sports. So I learned karate and chess, which was two new things to me. I have been doing karate for about 1 year now.
Interesting. So you have learned a lot of skills, where karate and chess, and you have learned a
I've
lot about
also
people.
I've also learned cooking.
Okay.
We went camping, so at that time I have never cooked in my life, and that was the first time I ever started cooking, and it was new for me to cut vegetables and stuff. I was really bad at it, but now I'm a bit okay with it. They teach us how to cut vegetables and stuff, so I'm a bit fine with that now. Yeah, so
All right, brilliant. So, Farida, you said you learned about people. Are there any specific things that you have learned about people? Is it psychological or something?
um yeah, nothing bad happened to me in 2022, but so much bad things happened to my friends, and I learned that people can change easily, and that we don't know people very well, and that the face they show us isn't their real face, and that uh, there's a bad side and good side in every person, and that we should be able to understand it.
Yes. So, people can have bad sides and good sides. It could could be because of the situations they are in as well. So we never know. So last year, last 3 years, usually the country went through a lot of crisis, and I'm pretty sure people have changed for good, changed for bad. A lot of things have happened, but it's good that you have addressed that, Femida. How was your karate learning experience? How long was the karate experience?
It was about 1 year and I'm still learning and it's very great. I love karate. Our coach is also very good, very kind. We have our friends when we do karate, so it's more fun. Sometimes when we see people who don't who are doing it wrong, we sort of make fun of them.
Okay. Do you think karate is important for everyone?
Yeah, learning karate can strengthen you. It can strengthen your bones and muscles. Like when you have to do something, and like if you step into some danger, you can also face it successfully. And the girls, and I think the society nowadays it's not very safe for girls. So if you step into something, you can do
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much, Femida, for sharing those. A lot of things you have learned. I would really appreciate, like, next time when you join, just explain about each and every part, because like you have listed everything you have learned, but I got to know after asking questions only. So if you can explain everything about karate, people, or chess, or cooking, so that would be amazing. All right. So thank you, Femida, for sharing that. Up next, let's listen to what Alia Mariam has learned 2022. Over to you, Alia Mariam.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alia. Today I'm going to tell three lessons I learned in 2022. The first lesson I learned was table manners. One day, when I was eating with my sister, I was talking and playing with her without eating our meal. So my mother said not to talk or play while having our meal because it is not a good habit. So from that time, I don't play or talk while eating. The second lesson I learned was arranging books in a proper way because I never kept my table neatly. It was messy all the time. My mother arranges it nicely every time, and she told me to keep my books neatly on the table. But I didn't like to do it. One day, when I had a leisure time, I cleaned my table and arranged the books in a proper way. My mother was very happy and she gave me a hug. The third lesson I learned was making my bed. Usually, my mother or father only make my bed. At that time, my mother tries to teach me how to make my bed, but I didn't have any interest to do it. My sister learned it and she never misses to make her bed. Then only I learned that if a toddler can make a bed, why I can't. So I hope I will learn more lessons this year as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alia. I think those are really simple but extremely important as well. So it starts with how you start your day, like making your bed, cleaning your table, or table manners. These are very simple, but I think these are something that we ignore. But psychologically, the moment you wake up, when you make your bed or clean your table, it helps your brain to refresh and start your day in a fresh way. So I'm glad that you have mentioned it. It's extremely important. I recommend everyone to try this. As soon as you wake up, make your bed and then start your day. You will feel fresh, you will feel relaxed, and your brain will also feel clean. So your surrounding, impacts what your brain feels. Okay, thank you so much, Alia, for sharing that. Up next, the birthday person, Diksha. Tell us, what have you learned in 2022?
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to talk about which I learned on 2022. I learned chess on 2022. I'm going to chess class at school. Whenever I play with others, I will get more points. In 2022, I read more books and I learned how to swim. And I won swimming competition. And I got third place. Thank you.
All right, super. Disha, you have learned swimming last year.
Sir, it's not clear.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have learned swimming last year, is it?
Sir, it's not clear.
Okay, maybe I am breaking a little bit. All right, so thank you so much, Diksha, for sharing that. Let's move on to the next person. Over to you. What have you learned in 2022?
Uh, I learned to. I learned that it is easy to start to. It's easy to start to do something, but when it comes to continuing it, it's quite hard. So that's what I was going to do with chess and tennis. With chess I started around 2022, and no 2020, and uh, even though I go to a lot of classes, I'm not that good at it, but I still find it fun to play with friends. And with tennis, I started in 2022, and uh, I'm all right at it, but I'm not that good. I go in school classes there, and I have fun playing, but I have no friends to play with. But I find it fine because I get to make friends there. Thank you.
All right, super. Uh, so, Man, the statement you have started with is, I think, extremely important. Different people have different issues. For example, some people have starting something, and some people have starting something but continuing with it. Like usually, every year in January, this is like the most common thing. You go to a gym, the gym is packed with people. Like everyone is like, I want to work out this year, and then in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, the gym becomes really empty. So people start it, but they don't continue it. So the consistency part plays the major role. It can be any skill that you want to develop. You start it, you have to make sure that you keep on doing it. It's really hard. I can understand based on the times we have, based on the lessons we have to study, have to prepare for the exams. There's a lot of things. But if we can manage your times right and allocate a very small amount of time every single day, I'm sure we can be very consistent. But I'm glad that you have mentioned something people don't realize. Sometimes it's easy to start, but continuing something is not really easy. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, next, who do we have next? Talha. Tell me, what have you learned last year?
I learned football. I learned this football trick. I learned this football trick where you kick the ball under the legs. It's a sort of a confusion method. And the other thing I learned was
Are you like a huge football fan, Talha?
Um, half.
Half football fan. So do you
Yes.
watch the World Cup and all of those tournaments and everything?
I mainly watch the finals only.
Finals only. Okay, because you have other things to focus on. Is it? Who's your favorite football player?
Messi.
Messi,
Messi.
not Ronaldo.
No, he used
Can
to be a
two
fan.
favorite people, can people have two? Like I like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Can that happen?
Yeah, why not? It's your perspective. Okay.
Okay, it can happen. All right. So tell us a few more things about football. Like, what are the good things that a person can learn from football? Like, I'm pretty sure
Number
one thing is,
one,
but yeah, go on.
number one, it's good for health, and the second method is it's good for learning strategies. It's a way for us. It's a way for us to like think of new methods before doing something. Before doing something. And the third method is it's good for third method is it and you can learn football by supporting a specific team and studying their strategy in the game.
Interesting. Yes, yeah, I totally agree. You watch football, like some people don't know that they are learning by being a fan of a team, but the more they watch, the more they learn. They just learn subconsciously. They are not sitting there like, I'm going to learn football today, but they just watch it and they know a lot of stuff. You just go randomly and talk to them. I know the off kick, offside. Like I don't watch football, but I know that whoever watches football, they know stuff that it's really difficult to understand, but they feel like it's normal because they have watched so many of it. And yes, I love that strategic planning part on any game. It's really important. And also, sports in general, it's not just for fitness, it also helps with teamwork and mental health. If you're feeling fit and healthy, you might, there's more chance of your mental health being healthy as well. And strategic thinking, your brain activities are high, so sports is extremely important, but it's not always like you have to study. But in order for you to study well, you need some sort of a physical activity. So something that we all need to learn from. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's it for today. So I hope whatever these learners have shared with you, it's not just for them, it's also for us. Like, you might be a 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, and I'm pretty sure still these things that they have learned could be a lesson for you as well. That includes myself. So whatever you have shared today was kind of refreshing for me as well. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to talk about it in the upcoming class or with my friends too. All right. At the same time, whoever is watching us on Facebook or YouTube, and once this live is over, you might be watching us later on. Make sure that you drop a comment saying something that you have learned in 2022. We will come back and check. And also, if you think this live was really interesting and fun, make sure that you share with other people as well. Until then, we'll catch you all tomorrow, 5 p.m.
Freedom of the individuals was suppressed by the protest, peaceful gatherings, and legal principles that
I am am going to be talking about a bull. The kindness is a language which deaf can hear and the blind can see.
How did IT change the way of living?